What I love about the mailbox stores is that for the most part, most of our mailbox customers are actually small business owners, like a side hustle type, where maybe they have a W-2 job, but like they sell Etsy on the side, or they sell Poshmark, or they sell Amazon, or whatever. They sell on Wish, and so they would like to have a business address, because here in Nevada, for example, when you file your paperwork with the Secretary of State, you must list an address. And if you are like a newbie and you don't know what you're doing, people end up putting their home address, and it's totally public information. Like you can look it up. So one, just for the privacy and protection of using a business address. Two, the convenience. You don't have to worry about your packages. So obviously we accept all the mail for our customers, and we sign for FedEx, whatever it is. And so we're able to store it safely. And especially if you're selling online, you need a secure place to send your mail.
That's amazing. Do people, I guess, when they're, using these mailboxes, do they forward their mail somewhere else? Do you forward it on, or do they have to come there in person to pick it up, or how does that work?
Yeah, it depends. So, most of our clientele, I would say the majority of them are super hyper local in the sense they live right around the store.
Okay.
So, that's why you can have stores kind of in close proximity to each other, and it's not competition because it's so hyper local. Your customer base is literally picking up their mail on their way home. So they want to make it as convenient as possible for them to run in, run out, grab their package or whatever it is. We do have a handful of folks that we forward mail to, and some of them it's because they've moved, but they still need to utilize that address because they still have a Nevada business, whatever it is. And so we'll forward sometimes depending on the cadence of whatever they want, bi-weekly or monthly. But otherwise we're providing a mailing address that's also a safe, secure place to receive mail.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have a P.O. box. I've lived in Hawaii now for 5 years, and I still have my P.O. box from, my old town. And I have my mother-in-law go every 2 weeks. She goes to get all my mail and then ships it. And I keep telling myself I got to change the address and change the mail. I never do. I just keep paying the P.O. box.
Yeah.
But one thing I like about the system you have, and I'm assuming you don't have to write P.O. box whatever. You could probably write sweet whatever.
Correct. So it's actually a street address. So if you get a P.O. box with the post office, which is a post office box, right? If you get a P.O. box with the post office, that's all well and good. But in general, they won't accept UPS. They won't accept FedEx. There's a lot of restrictions around those P.O. boxes. With an independent store like mine, or even a UPS store, in general, you will get a street address, and then you're able to accept all types of carriers, and it just makes it easier for the customer.
Yeah, and then you then, I'm assuming, can choose UPS, FedEx, whatever, and ship it to wherever you need to. Is that the idea?
Yeah, so with an independent store, we actually offer more flexibility for our customers in relation to shipping carriers and shipping rates. If you go to a UPS store or a FedEx store right now and you say, I want to ship this microphone to New York, UPS is going to give you rates for UPS and also Postal Service, but they will, in general, have their markup so high on Postal Service that you will choose the UPS rate, and FedEx vice versa. And also you can't drop off at those competing brands either, right? Yeah. Whereas at our independent stores, I don't care if you have a UPS label or FedEx label or stamps on an envelope, you can bring it to my store and the carrier will come pick it up.
Yeah, that's wild. I love that. What's it cost to start one of these things?
So I started 2 stores with under $60,000. Really?
That's amazing. And then is there a return on investment you aim for that you think you can achieve, or how do you value whether it's worth building one of these and doing one or not?
So for me, I knew that it was going to be a long play because, like I said, even to this day, I think Andrew's actually in his 14th year now, of the 13th or 14th year of business now, but he does $1 million top line gross out of 1,200 square feet with 3 employees. Wow. Like, that's a great lifestyle business, right? So like, these are not, you're not going to do $10 million out of a store, probably, right? But geez, if you can do $500,000 out of a store, that's a nice lifestyle business because you're talking 50% margin. Yeah. So I'm okay with that, right? Yeah. And then you start doing them at scale. Now you've got a nice lifestyle business that in general is low maintenance, low overhead, low drama. We've worked in real estate. You know what I mean? What I like about these stores is that they're open. My stores are open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We don't have customers calling us after hours. We don't have emails to deal with after hours. There's no work to take home after hours. Yeah. They just wait till the next business day, right? And the only drama we have is maybe once a quarter, the carrier will lose someone's package. It happens, right? The hundreds and thousands of packages that come through, right? Carrier will lose the package. And of course, the customer comes back to us because they're upset. And we will help them as best as we can. We help them try to get a postage refund from the carrier. Like, we do all the things, right? But like, that's the drama. Yeah. That's it. Right.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
So effectively one of these properties, or what do you call it, properties, one of these investments, one of these businesses could offer a person full financial freedom just from one of them.
100%. And that's why you see a lot of them as kind of like mom and pop lifestyle, right? There's like, once you start paying attention to these independent stores, you'll realize you'll see them around you.
Yeah, I've seen them all the time.
And just go in, right? And in general, I've found it's usually a husband and wife team will be working it. It's an easy lifestyle business for them. Where I do see the opportunity is some of these folks are not business people in the sense that they didn't realize that they need to figure out how to scale themselves out of the business. So they're still working it, and they've got like a part-time employee who helps, and they don't know how to scale themselves out of the business. They don't know how to retire from it. And so that could be a really interesting opportunity.
Have you ever bought one from somebody?
Yeah, so I've done some acquisitions.
Okay.
And what I like about acquiring is exactly that, right? Like, you're truly helping them kind of take the next chapter in their life where they're looking to retire.
Sure.
And they had thought that store was going to be their retirement.
Yeah.
And it can be. It's just, how do we structure the buyout?
So if you can have a kind of seller financing sort of a situation.
Exactly.
They get income for life, and then you get a business for very little money down. And
right.
Yeah. That's very cool.